Okay, today is Monday, February 4th, and today you did lessons 4.6 from Eureka Math. You had a sub who went over it with you, and also you used Zern.org. Just to help you some more, though, I'm going to record this video and walk you through some of the important parts of lesson 4.6. Your learning goal for lesson 4.6 says, I can use pictures to help me find a fraction of a set. What that means is I can draw or use pictures that are given to me to find a fraction of a set of items, a set of numbers, a set of objects. You should have gone over the problem of the day with your substitute today, but here is how you can use tape diagrams to find the ages of Olivia, Adam, and Ava. Okay, here in this picture you can see that there are 6 red circles. If I want to divide the circles into 3 groups, I can do that by putting the lines down like this. And you can see that there are 2 circles left in each group. There are group 1, group 2, and group 3. When we divide, we can divide 6 circles into 3 groups and find out there are 2 circles in each group. As a reminder from what we learned last week, you can also write this as a fraction, 6 circles divided into 3 groups, resulting in 2 circles in each group. Here are those 6 circles again, but this time up here, 2 of those 6 circles are yellow. 1 group out of 3 total groups are yellow. Therefore, 1/3 of the circles are yellow. Down here, we can see that there are 2 groups out of a total of 3 groups that are yellow. So we can write that 2/3 of the circles are yellow. We can use drawings to help us find a fraction. Oops, sorry, give me 1 second. A fraction of a set. The fraction's 1/4, and we have a set of 12 items, and we want to find out what 1/4 of the 12 items are. We can think to ourselves, 12 divided into 4 equal groups, because we know eventually we want to find 1/4 of them, so we want to find 1 out of the 4 total groups. So we know that 12 divided into 4 equal groups will be 1/4 of 12 is 3. Okay, so that means I'm going to want to draw 12 items, and I want to arrange it so that they are in 4 groups. That means I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, and then move down to my second row of 4, and my third row of 4. Therefore, we can see 1 out of 4 groups would be these ones right here, and that's 3 items. So 1/4 of 12 is 3. Down here, we can also see 2/4 would be 2 groups, and that would be 6. 3/4 would be 3 out of the 4 groups, and of course 4 groups would be 4 out of the 4 groups. So here, if we're trying to find 5/6 of 18, 5/6 is a fraction, 18 is a set. It tells us to draw the set. So we know that we have 18 items altogether. We want to divide them into 6 groups, and we can do that by making sure we have 6 rows when we draw our groups. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I want to move down to the second row to draw my next set of, or to draw my next ones. So I had 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. The reason why I want to make sure I have 6 columns is because that makes it really easy for me to divide it into 6 equal groups. Because again, my denominator tells me I want a 1/6. So therefore, this would be 1/6. It's 1 out of the 6 groups. This would be 2/6 altogether, 3/6, 4/6, and altogether 5/6. So I can see that in 1/6, there's 1, 2, 3. If I add another 6, and another 6th, and another 6th, and another 6th, I can see that altogether 5/6 of 18 would give me 15. I could shade in these 5 groups to show 5/6 of 18. Let's try it in a word problem context. It says, Mr. Pham has 8 apples. She wants to give 3/4 of those apples to her students. I want to find out how many apples her students will get. So we know that she has 8 apples altogether, and she's going to give away 3/4 of the 8 apples. So what we're trying to find is a fraction of a set. 3/4 of 18. Sorry, 3/4 of 8, because she has 8 apples. So again, we can draw a set. This time we know we want 4 groups because our denominator is 4. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, I'm drawing my apples, or my items, 4 across because that makes it easy to divide it into 4 groups. Now I want 3 of those 4 groups. So here's 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups. So all together, we can see that 3/4 of 8 is 6 apples. This question says, in a class of 24 students, 5/6 are boys. We want to find out how many there are who are boys. So we know that 5/6 of 24 students are boys. Again, we have 24 items, and we want to find 5/6 of those 24. So, once again, the denominator tells us we want 6 groups. That means I'm going to draw my students, or my items, into 6 columns. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I have 12 students. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I have 18. 4, 5, 6. Now there's 24 students. You can see I've easily drawn them this way so I can divide it into 6 groups. Here's my first group, second group, third group, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Now we want to shade in to show 5 of those 6 groups. So that would be 1. Here's one group. Here's the second group. Here's the third group. 4 and 5. If I count those all up, I will see that 4 times 5 groups, because there's 4 in one group, and I can multiply it by 5 to find out how many 5/6 are. So 4 times 5 is 20 students who are boys, or 20 boys.